Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are talking Beyond the Gates. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram, on the Instagrammies at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video, you guys. Free to send to your friends, send to your family, send to your foes. Hit the like button out to the algorithm. So we're talking Beyond the Gates, and we are talking season 1, episode 3. So this is a recap of Wednesday's episode. So we pick up with DANI in the golf club, y'all, at Bill's office. So it sounds like she doesn't know yet that Bill wants family to participate in Bill and Haley's wedding. So it seems like DANI is with the golf clubs because she is pissed that Bill and Haley are moving into the same development, the same affluent community that DANI lives in. And DANI's asking Bill, why couldn't he just stay at the house that he got or whatever after they broke up? And he said, listen, looky here, I sold that house, and I'm just trying to make dreams come true. Really, I'm not buying whatever Bill is selling. I just think he wants to just throw this in DANI's face. I think he's just one of those exes that loves to see, their ex, miserable, or see their ex still, obsessed with them. I think, in a weird way, he gets off on that, because if you're truly moved on and happy, you could be in another town. If you're truly in love and happy, why do you need the Dupree's validation and appearance at your wedding? It's weird, right? If you love Haley that much, y'all can get married at the courthouse and just, or go to Vegas or somewhere and just elope, like Haley said. But you specifically want that validation, want that approval still from the Dupree family, which includes your ex-wife DANI. Make it make sense. Today, featuring DANI's kids. It was like an outdoor set, and I loved it. The one thing I do love about CBS shows is I love the crisp filming, and I love the sets, and I love how they really try to do their best with makeup and hair and everything else. It really just brings out everyone's beautiful features. So DANI's daughters were there. Basically, the youngest one is talking about how she wants to quit modeling and open up a purse line with her cousin. And Naomi's like, okay, so have you told mom yet? Or are you going to be splitting your time between doing this and doing modeling? And she said, no. I plan on quitting modeling, but I don't want to really let the cat out the bag until after the wedding. So already that's going to be an interesting thing to see how that flies over, because DANI's not going to take it well, since she gave up modeling to, be all in for Bill. DANI is back with Bill. She's trying to reminisce on the good times. And, and I don't understand it, because it's like, you're so hurt by this Haley situation, but yet you were willing to look the other way with Bill's cheating on other people. And it's like, it's not making sense. You were never happy. You basically were just putting up with things that you shouldn't have put up with for several years, because you were trying to justify leaving it all behind, leaving your model career. So, Bill had been trifling. It's just that when it got too close to home and, everything blew up in smoke, is when, it was time to move forward. But nonetheless, DANI's not letting go. Then we have the best friend, the realtor. We have another new set today. They're at a different place. I don't know if this is like a bar setup or whatever, but she's meeting with a quote-unquote fan. She's in disguise, y'all. She's incognito, and I don't know if this is like a sneaky link and he's or whatever, but she's referring to him as a fan until DANI crashes the party. And before DANI crashes the party, y'all, after she's done with Bill, we get an epic elevator crying scene. You know, it is not a soap opera without a dramatic slap. She also gave Bill a slap, y'all. And Bill said, listen, you can slap me all you want to, but you're not about to be putting these hands on Haley. And Danny's like, is that a threat? Like, or whatever, right? And so nonetheless, you know, we get this dramatic cry in the elevator where it's just like, you know, it's like that everything's falling apart and crashing down and crash out session. But this is why I love soap operas. I love the dramatics of it all. So nonetheless, y'all, we have, you know, like I said, Danny's crashing this, you know, bar scene with the realtor because that's her bestie and all the things. And she's confused about who this gentleman is, and she makes some reference to some guy named Doug. So I don't know if that is the realtor's like man, boyfriend, husband. I don't know who he is, but I know this man is not the boyfriend or the husband or anybody. So it sounded like she was trying to have some playtime, and nonetheless, we also get a scene at like a little restaurant diner. And we've seen this set before as well previously with the senator and his grandson. So this time around, it is with the lady who works for Dr. Richardson. It's her, and then it's the nurse's mom, and then the lady who, her and her daughter seem like they are simply in town for revenge against somebody in this Dupree family. So more to come on that, y'all. And they're trying to get the scoop on the Duprees and find out what the tea is. They're reacting to Danny punching Haley at the country club, and they're just shooketh of it all, and just, you know, trying to get the tea, trying to get the reactions. You know, the one lady, she's asking on whether or not the lady who works for the Duprees, if she's going to be at choir practice. And she's like, I'm going to try to make it because I've been working all this overtime. However, those Dupree checks are checking. So nonetheless, I will see you then. Then from there, y'all, we have, now, I'm not sure if this is the employee, the Dupree employee's daughter or not, but she is corresponding with Dr. Richardson because they're big on different awards and different scholarships and securing venues and all these things. And so she's confirming, you know, where they're going to have the venue and all this and that. We get a scene at the hospital, but this time it is an office scene. I also wanted to make mention that the first hospital set that we see where everybody kind of gets off the elevator is very reminiscent of General Hospital. Again, Robert Guza, who executive produced General Hospital in the glory years, as far as I'm concerned, in the 90s. I see the little references. Like I said, the nurse reminds me, like the young, excited nurse reminds me so much of the Elizabeth character. Also, I feel like the photographer, I feel like it's low-key kind of like a nod to Shamar Moore a little bit and his character Malcolm from Young and the Restless. That's just like the vibes I'm getting from certain little, you know, just little things that I'm just kind of picking up on throughout the show, to where it's like they're kind of giving some nods, some odes to some different things, and I'm here for it. I appreciate it. I think the photographer is fine. We also, as well, got a little bit more backstory. So it's like the photographer lost his parents about 10 years or so ago. And, you know, has, you know, just really been upset about it. It was like a plane crash or something along those lines, it sounds like. But it sounds like, you know, like you never can predict or dictate how long it takes somebody to get over grief or deal with their grief and all of the things, y'all. And so nonetheless, he's talking about that. He takes a family photo of the Richardsons, y'all. And y'all know I love me some Ted Richardson. Like I said, that man needs to be on the screen 5 days a week, y'all. Then we get another scene, and we get a couple of car scenes in this episode. So the first car scene that we get is one where we get to meet a new character. I don't know who this man is, but he is fine too. His name is Doug McBride. He sounds like he is some type of investigator of sorts, or like a PI, or like somebody who's like a fixer. I don't know, somebody who just does all the dirty work behind the scenes and gets you, you know, whatever you need to get and all of that. So he gives who does he give to? If it was the photographer or the grandson, but I'm like 99.9% sure he gives him something. I don't know if it's like paper with information. I don't know if it's like a key card to something, but basically gave him something and went forward. Also, we had a family meeting. Everybody gets paid to have a family meeting at the Dupree estate. And by estate, I mean where Anita and Vernon live. So everybody is summoned to the house. Everybody gets a text message. They all have to leave what they are doing. If they are taking a break, if they are at a restaurant, if they are getting a drink at the bar, if they are at work at the hospital, you have to leave the patients where you are and go to the family meeting. What? You have to leave at any point in time. No FaceTime, no text message thread, no group chat. No, you have to leave everything you are doing whenever you are summoned by the Duprees, and specifically by Anita and Vernon, y'all. So they're all at the Dupree estate. They are, and somebody mentioned how it was the first time that it was there was 8 black contracted actors in one scene on a soap opera. That is history, that is legacy, and I thought that was so awesome to see. So nonetheless, you know, Naomi and the other daughter of Danny's, who's the model, you know, she's excited because there's food. It's like a you know, meat and celery tray, if you will, vegetable tray. She wants to go for the salami. I don't know if that's, you know, a sign of things to come, but she wants to go for the salami, and her sister's on board until Danny gets there and takes her plate, y'all. Takes her plate, puts it down, and gives her a plate full of celery, full of vegetables, and talks about, nonetheless, that, you know, she needs to, you know, watch her weight, watch her figure ahead of the shoot. And Naomi's like, to her mom, she's like, Danny, isn't this a little bit excessive? Isn't this a little bit much? And Danny is like, listen, this is my daughter. I can tell her however I want her to do. I don't believe I asked for your input for anything. I was like, ooh. So then finally, everybody, you know, makes the announcement that, looky here, we are summoned to go to Bill and Haley's wedding. And Danny's like, why? Y'all told me to move on the other day. Y'all told me to let go of Bill and Haley the other day. After doing all this foolishness, after slapping Haley, after trying to attack Bill with the golf club and slapping him, I finally decided, and melting down in the elevator, I finally decided I'm going to book myself a trip to Paris so I do not have to be present at this ridiculous wedding. And now y'all telling me we got to show up. For what? And so, nonetheless, Danny's not featuring it. She's like, WTH, WTF, all of the things, y'all. And so, nonetheless, they said, you know, it's very important that our presence, that we're there. So, you know, then it sounds like, you know, some people have some suspicions, you know, like what is going on? How did Bill get to the family? What tea does Bill got and all these things? And it sounds like, you know, Danny's dad calms her down privately because really he knows the rest is going to go because Anita's already going to have to call, you know, the people that she knows in the town and all the good stuff. But he said, you know, he really tries to talk to her calmly about it and lets her know that, you know, we got to do this. So she reluctantly agrees. And the grandson's like, well, you know, just because they want us to attend doesn't mean that we're attending for support. And I'm here for that. That is exactly what that's about. Also with the grandson, I'm trying to figure out what is going on because it seems Anita and Vernon really want to protect him. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what Bill has over them, because remember, Bill's all about, you got to do me a favor, all right, reveal whatever secrets I got on y'all. And it seems like whatever is going on, the nightmares have resurfaced for the grandson. So more to come on that. So I'm trying to figure out like what is tea there. You know, what is going on? Did he do something? Did he get caught up in something he wasn't supposed to and they covered it up? And that is what Bill is holding over their head. More to come on that. Then we have y'all, I guess she's an assistant or something. One of the people who works at Dr. Richardson's house, she's driving home. And anytime you see a driving scene that lasts longer than 5 seconds, you guys, 9 times out of 10, an accident's happening. 9 times out of 10, there is going to be a car crash. There is going to be something. So the young lady who just booked a venue for Dr. Richardson's award ceremony, scholarship ceremony, what have you, she gets into a car accident, right? She is driving, she is swerving in and out of these lanes, and her car runs off the road, right? And so then we just hear the crash and everything else, and we don't know what's going to happen from here, right? And so then we get another scene of the lady who is obsessed with Ted Richardson. And we get a scene of her and she's taking off a motorcycle hat. So I don't know if that's supposed to imply or infer that she in fact was the person that hit this person who works for the Dupree family. And then it sees her putting her keys down and putting her motorcycle helmet down. But it didn't look like she broke into any of the Dupree's houses or anything. It just seemed like, I don't know. So I don't know if she's the one that caused the crash and just wanted to hit this girl on purpose, or she's just going to be one of those people who just wants to get revenge on the family as a whole and is just going to be doing stuff just to do stuff, like causing accidents, just causing scenes. Because she felt away when, the other lady was talking about how, Dr. Richardson just deserves to have like this amazing life and amazing husband and all of the things. So more to come on that, y'all. But that is all that I got for this episode. I thought it was pretty good. I felt like we got a lot of action. We got another slap. We got a meltdown elevator scene. We got a car crash. We got some more new characters introduced, you guys. Another fine man and whoever Doug is. I want to see more of him too. We got our first, of many that I hope where it's the family all coming together. Maybe they could do like family dinners or things like that in the future, where it's just a Dupree thing where everybody's all there. So, but I think the show is getting better each day. I feel like as we settle more into the characters, settle more into the storylines, and flesh out things a little bit more, I think it's coming together. Keep in mind, this is the 3rd episode, but I feel like a lot of positive things are happening for this soap. So I'm very happy to see it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.